Grey's Anatomy has had a much longer run than many other television shows. It has now completed its 17th season, and since it has a large cast at all times, it makes sense that there have been many actors who have played roles on Grey's Anatomy. But did they leave the show and go on to work on other projects? These are Grey's Anatomy's actors who have moved on. Where are they now? Warning, spoilers ahead. Please remember to hit the like button if you enjoy the video, then subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications. That way, you will never miss a thing. Kate Walsh. She became a household name by playing Dr. Addison Montgomery in Grey's Anatomy way back in season 1. Then Addison and Derek finally broke up and divorced, and she decided to move away. Private Practice was born. She stayed on that show for a number of seasons, but after it ended, it was by no means the end to Kate's career. She had made a name for herself as an incredible actress, and she seems to have been working ever since. In the last few years, she has played many different roles in some of the biggest shows that are around at the moment. She has been in shows like Emily in Paris, 13 Reasons Why, and The Umbrella Academy, just to name a few. She has also been in a few movies since leaving Addison behind, one being the movie The Honest Thief opposite Liam Neeson. Patrick Dempsey, playing Derek McDreamy Shepherd, took a lot of time and dedication from Dempsey, and he played the character for years. He really wanted to spend more time with his family and focus on some other pursuits besides focusing solely on Grey's. So it made sense that the actor decided to step back from the show, but that didn't make it any less heartbreaking when Derek was killed after 11 seasons. Patrick had a pretty incredible career before Grey's Anatomy and starred in some classic 80s movies. Then his career slowed down somewhat, and Grey's helped to revive it. Now he might be busier than ever. Since leaving Grey's, he has played in different movies and limited series like The Truth About the Harry Kuber Affair and the thriller series Devils. He also has a number of upcoming projects like the sequel to the movie Enchanted. And of course, we got to see Derek in season 17 on Merideth's COVID Beach. Justin Chambers. Alex Karev started out as one of the most hated characters on Grey's Anatomy, but with time, he became one of the most loved. Justin Chambers was one of the longest-running stars on the show. Before Grey's, he was a model and acted in several movies and shows, but he played the character for almost 15 years. So when he announced that he was leaving to pursue other career goals, fans were sad, but could understand the move. What we couldn't quite understand was the way the writers decided to write Alex off of the show. They felt that it undid all of the growth that the character made. Since Justin left Grey's, he doesn't seem to have any other projects lined up. But of course, many new projects were pushed because of the pandemic. Hopefully, we get to see Justin Chambers in many more projects in the near future. Sandra Oh. For 10 seasons, Sandra Oh played Christina Yang, Meredith's person, an all-around incredible doctor. She was funny, witty, and had some really awesome storylines. So she quickly became one of the all-time favorite characters ever on Grey's Anatomy. We never quite got over Christina's departure from Grey's and would love to see her again, but Sandra Oh has made it pretty clear that we won't be seeing Christina return anytime soon. And we can't blame her. Sandra has gotten more recognition than she has ever had since leaving and is playing some incredible characters. Before Grey's, she had a long list of smaller roles, but since leaving, she has played the title role in the series Killing Eve. For this show, she has received loads of rewards and accolades. Katherine Heigl. Playing Izzy Stevens was Heigl's breakout role, and she even won an Emmy for her role as the bubbly doctor. But then there came a time that Katherine was not happy with the storyline that her character was getting from the writers, and she was very publicly vocal about her critique on these storylines. This led to Katherine Heigl parting ways with Grey's. Her career had started to take off while she was on Grey's with a number of movie roles and parts, but after she left Grey's, her career took a bit of a dive. Many people didn't like the way she left the show, and it seems like she didn't receive as many offers as she used to. Luckily, time helped, and she has started to receive great roles once again. For example, playing a massive role in the last few seasons of Suits and in different films. T.R. Knight. Who could forget the moment when we realized that the severely injured John Doe in the hospital room was actually one of our favorite characters, George O'Malley? And that was only one of the memorable moments that T.R. Knight left us with during his time on Grey's Anatomy. Most recently, he gave us all the feels while visiting Meredith on her COVID beach in season 17. It was great to see the character again, but we have never needed to miss T.R. Knight. Ever since he left Grey's, he has been constantly working. He has done a lot of work in theater productions, in both on and off-Broadway productions, but his career in television has been just as impressive. He has had many roles in things like The Catch, The Good Wife, and Genius, and in one of his latest shows, The Flight Attendant opposite Kaylee Cuoco. Eric Dane. Mark McStevie Sloan was another character that broke our hearts when he left the show. It was one of the saddest moments ever on Grey's. We got to see him in one of of the episodes during season 17 along with his true love Lexi, so that was nice. But it wasn't the only project that Dane has had since leaving Grey's. He has played in miniseries like The Fixer and in different films. He also starred in the show The Last Ship for 5 seasons. Kyler Lee. Lexi Grey was Meredith's sister and the person that Mark should have ended up with. Instead, they both died as a result of the same airplane accident. We did get to see them reunited in season 17, and that was sweet. She was a great character, and she gained a lot of fans since then. Kyler Lee went from saving one person at a time playing a doctor to saving the world every episode on the CW series Supergirl. She plays Supergirl's adopted sister and a hero in her own right. Sarah Drew. Playing the super optimistic and very sweet April Kepner, fans fell in love with Sarah Drew. The actor and the character both grew with her time on Grey's Anatomy. She left the show in 2018, but returned for one episode of season 17 to help complete Jackson's storyline and help him exit the show in a great way. Since leaving the show, Sarah has done a pilot for a reboot of Cagney and Lacey, but this show wasn't picked up in the end. But besides this, she mostly focused on her career in film, and she has worked on a number of films like Invisible and The Republic of Sarah. Martin Henderson. As Dr. Nathan Riggs on Grey's, he had the potential of bringing love back to Meredith's life, but it was not meant to be because his fiancée that everyone thought was dead was found and she came back home. He got to see the person he loved again, and it was a nice way for his character to leave the show. But since then, Henderson has moved on to star in a number of films. He also stars in the popular Netflix series Virgin Rivers. Jerrica Hinton. She played Stephanie Edwards for 5 years on Grey's Anatomy. Stephanie came in as an intern at the hospital during a very traumatic time for the doctors there, and when she left, it was also in a very dramatic and traumatic way. Her character was involved in an explosion at the hospital, and she was badly burned. Jerrica Hinton has continued acting, and she has had a number of different roles. One was in the movie Odious, and then she has also joined the cast of Here and Now. After that ended, she went on to play roles on Hunters and also on Servant. Sarah Ramirez. Dr. Callie Torres has an interesting and unique journey on Grey's Anatomy, and it allowed many people to see themselves on the show. Ramirez played Callie for 10 years. According to many people, Callie was one of the best written bisexual characters that was ever portrayed on any television series. Since leaving the show, Sarah Ramirez has come out as bisexual and non-binary. They took some time off after leaving Grey's Anatomy, but then continued their career. Since then, they have had roles in different shows like Madam Secretary, and they are also set to appear in the sequel series for Sex and the City. Jesse Williams. Jackson Avery has been a Grey staple for 12 years. He was an incredible plastic surgeon who changed many lives, but during season 17, he started to realize that he could do much more by using his family's foundation to create real change and equality in the world. So Jackson decided to move to Boston and take over as head of the foundation, and he asked April and their daughter to move with him. It was a really great way for Jackson to finish his time on Grey's Anatomy. He's one of the last actors to leave Grey's Anatomy, but Jesse won't have to worry about being without work for too long. He already has 2 films that are in pre-production, so we will be getting more of Jesse Williams very soon. Grey's Anatomy has been an incredible starting point to many different actors' careers. Even if they were already working before the show, it helped launch them into stardom. Most of the other actors who also have left the show also went on to keep receiving some incredible roles. It is a show with fans all over the world, so it's a great career booster for actors. Thanks for watching.